HYTV so anopa yak morning na ebusu na ye de esom mo no ye hwe se baby e be fefa bia a wo behu ne ekoso oman mu biara no ye de eba abesom mom na anopa na edru so discussion no nka wo se amanyeko mienu nka enwo ha sei nanso enam ehyan aya ye de kwa baby nti no se sia no onabo no o medu ye ba ko medu ye but onabo yenya aba ne de ye ne ye mla no ye mfa ni agro ha sei nti wonya aba no na wo sa ye de etoaso na ye de emamo na yakmo ni nsamo adwuma ko bi anasa ba bi a wo bi apasa obehwe na wo so ya sene a akonya e wo ho de mawo a obetumi afra ahoma ne so 0246 744 588 obetumi aba na wo de ho aba beto ye so ne abo adwuma de no ho dawro de amawo na anopesa wo hwe na wo text message WhatsApp line no nso a obetumi de eno nso afa so ne akenkan de ama atiefo ne wankasa nso na wahunu no eno nso 0246 744 588 and also obetumi de text message no de afa so de ama ye streaming live ewo HYTV Facebook honso benya bi ahwe all the social media platform no so obenya bi na wahwe ewo so na sa opesa mo ba so ya sene sa for morning show no mo ba ba so ya so mako bi adi kan aba sane be ya obehu djuma pa ayebu so ya ye nti no mo de mo ho abato ye so ye bo mo de so de hu de ro de ma wo mo Yeti Estate and Construction Limited was say what data djuma bi a wodi bia fa ho beto so dan kwa na wo hwehwe da mu di asase na wo pede a ene na to mu da wo da won ane djuma ko a wo so ya sene anopa ye de yok morning no esom mo yensa bra no ye be ma na bo papa na ye de kasakasa no de atoa so discussion na anopa ye wo board no ye se no pa ye hwa on friends Ghana wampanyi be kasa ye no asema wo kan ye na bon so akwakoye NDC amayeko no mo fa asem no san ana mo nti ase wo asem no wote san no mo pe mo gitumu se ko yie ma mo san ko yie anwo mo ena ye wo mo so a nka den ne nka mo beka o mampanyi ba ye no wanka eno ena no pe ye ba abedi hu abobo wo hasei enti Honorable Louis Agbodo ono aye communication officer wo ewutu Senya East constituency ade ma NDC ono ana wa hasei no pe ye ne ebetwetwe nkomo no Honorable Ebo kwa
Yemia. Bibia woko.
Yemia dum. No bia on so fie.
Yemia dum ade pa chi na. Woni bia nto ye de asida de bema ye nkopon.
Na sane ne waye yi die.
Da bi o nyama nkoyi. Nyama nkoyi. Nyama nkoyi. Ahwefo muni mo na bodada. Me se nyama nkoyi.
Shani ona bodete ya wo se nyama nkoyi.
Yes.
Eti bia no paso o ka kire.
So nim se nyama nkoyi.
Hi. Ne waye te ye
mi fuel. They say your ton fuel 1 gallon 104 cedis. Na auto 2 gallon per 208 cedis. They do one available.
Honorable. Woba. One motin. What do you cost ya?
Me didi ye.
Fine. This is who didi ya. Shania waye te he.
Me say. Asida ye de manyankopon. But o mine no ekoboni. Omo mo hwe me ano. Nyame
ando mutumi drive car, wo to fu ogum.
Me drive car.
Wow.
Me drive car. Oh, Mr. Producer said me car. Me nanti na me ba o.
Yeah.
Me nanti na me ba. Enti no me chia etiefo anope.
Okay.
Me chia me assembly woman Dina Tete. So on the programs, on the screening program be last time been through her now. One ban when I'm being opportunity to speak on this platform. So I'm grateful to her.
Okay.
And I need Mr. Tete. I'm now Adam Nana. And the tier 4 MPP 4, NDC 4, Michiamo. Michiamo nina.
Send MPP 4 poor mine on to Chiawo.
A minor say. Omni hwe MPP for zia de ba ko bi da no hia me o enye nkomobo kakra o MPP ni pa o ye trodi a o tran ho se 1 month na be trodi a o tran ho o hia me o si ti be hia ma na do a transfer ko si 2024 na anya se me twan tro
MPP ni ka sa
yes o ye strong activist o adam na o si da bi o ma na ko boni na se sia no BP ankrofo nya wunu. We have no idea.
Yes. How kind?
Oh, okoto koko no kita 1 cedi o se 1 cedi a
na we say koko 1 cedi nim
de bi okoto koko no mama ne 1 cedi nim so wa hwe a o se 1 cedi a mom de ama me mpo no bi nya 1 cedi kura okoto koko ne ko se djuma nyina ase na na do ye Mr. Ogu adwuma wagu adwuma yes say ko the niema ye dia be du ha no a niema ye be du ha no a na na do any Baumia the management team no. So when people are calling on the finance minister to resign, I'm saying it's a wrong decision. You should call on the president to resign. I will not call on the finance minister to resign.
As a man you call no president to resign no as a model super.
Debut, UK say.
I'm so you call ni back or has one also be cancel on resign. UPP.
Me bao. UK prime ministers within how many months? 3 months or 4 months. 5 prime ministers have resigned.
Yeah, it's true.
Because they could not solve the problem. They have to resign. Say your president be or catcher and said the fuel was sold at 14 Ghana cedis. I'm say honorable son and never hit no on pesa yabema you could bem crop. I say a fan trosso. She and see a person say you nam you didn't she preconam and no yabeko so na yedin commonatio nonable and then no Niana can person me didn't can be sound. Now then some not trosso mammy and say President Sunday no or bad dress say nation no into no wash and some no be kind of fancy. Sir address need the one by your cranky.
Hey.
Yes. Nanado wambeya nkeye. Adia amane ya bedu hano. Onim. Minim. On say economy be a FBB foundation. Nanado 4 year in government. Me kind no me name Madam Fubi or Adam na friend Shuli. Be catch here say foundation nanado late first 4 years no. Anya papa. Say Mahama we need 2020 election car. Crisis about tune this time no. Obe say ni din pa ansa na call retirement. Because nanado and foundation was saying we bubu no. Omu di sika.
Foundation dia here free HS na.
Free HS in your foundation.
One the show factory no.
And your foundation.
Na dia here.
Oh, until last time be catch them wa ha say. You can say one district, one factory. Ayaza. Yes, and you're real.
Hey, I go show you. Do my.
And you maybe last week me ba me be can say asem no. And I'm challenging me.
Just school ni ye kwa unso suffering.
See, me see school ni die. One can say agree say. I say there in oil sika to fund free HS. I'm telling you on authority, go and check. 2019 MPP Kobo Busia loan to fund free HS. Go and check. Me say after 20 billion Ghana cedis enya of fuel. Finance Minister Kachre and said since 2017 to 2021 free HS. All the expenditure around the free HS only 5 billion. 5. Now say 5 billion now oil amount 20 billion. And then also cost per loan to come and finance free HS. And none of the finance minister no catch and say where we are heading towards no. It's wrong. We can't go and borrow to come and finance free HS. So it's not a sustainable program. Now say back to me, then review it. Those who can pay should pay. So when you are 20 billion, besides 15 billion Ghana cedis, nanado edit to him. Another foundation and Yejumani say, Wakop G loan best $13 billion for consumption. I'm not saying 13 billion Ghana cedis, $13 billion. And now your far exchange rate by the Bank of Ghana, which is not real now. Bank of Ghana rate 14 cedis, which is not real. If you go to the market, 14 wunyao baby, and there are people were buying it at 16 cedis. But Bank of Ghana not doing a rate about say 14. Because Bank of Ghana wunya dollar. They don't have the dollar.
Sir, someone near young come on because say 14.
And Americans say they don't have the dollar. You don't have it. You are giving rates. You don't have the thing. You are giving rates. In one never buy or have a baby. You buy a yebi. Ti baby a benya on your ton. Yes. Intino So what got you $13 billion? Nana do went to me and find yet tall. Went to me and be a rice factory. Went to me and be a sugar factory.
Commander, what be?
Also be one here. I'm be a first more process to hand over to a private man. But we starting sugar.
Eastern region.
Guinness. Insano.
What be?
And I make I say, Insano crowd and says a more come or platform and say another could be in some company.
Oh, not see exporting be.
Yeah, exporting. How production here we are Ghana home exporting. Yeah, say production here. This production it doesn't even contain in Ghana. Ghana crown contain. It's that me say. Yen Mahamanya $1 billion no or the koye atuabo gas. We have been able to reduce gas importation of 45%. Nanado should come and tell Ghanaians that my one district, one factory, now I have reduced rice importation of 40%. It's not true. When to me I reduce it. But rather, the rice importation has gone up ×5. Foundation American. Under Mahama, go and check a trade ministry 2014 there. We restricted rice importation. So we are empower the private sector now more produce rice. Emma yet to me import $500 million of rice into this country. Today, this government is importing $2.5 billion. I repeat, $2.5 billion. Now, so your mind, I say, President BD President, what you are restrictions and other things, to me import rice of $500 million. Oh, buyer, okay, so reducing by at least $300 million so that I can sustain the city and dollar. Because your problem, your work, Ghana ha, your city and dollar. So your president be now to me stabilizing with city and dollar. You have solved Ghana problem more than 70%.
Yan one ya how no.
Yan how no.
Nti sesi anandra kwasi adansam no beka.
Nti kwasi adansam no kan no na nka misusu say. Na do beka say now my government is too much. I have cut 40% of my government officials. They are needless.
No so dey anya adwuma. Onye. So onye.
German the whole China. Our ministers here 20. Na do buy first 4 years. Of 123 ministers. Now what Chesikane we say we are all in this. You are not with us. Sunday no can say he knows the country is hard.
Yeah.
But the previous interview granted, I have been briefed that the country is hard. And so wow, you have been briefed. If it had not been briefed, then you don't even know that the country is hard. I've been briefed. Why? Uchata playing $13,000, $15,000. President Nanado, yeah, can went here. Wako good banks. Yeah, can went here. Because banks now Nanado neba omiamugu ye, which you can use 9 billion Ghana cedis to restore banks. Me pachiro, maybe some of those humble question, Madam Hosts. Who company we do baby now your financial crisis do you collapse it?
So some J and free baby dish.
So you look for liquidity to improve the business. And it is a Ghana who buy another banking sector problem. The reasonable thing by this economic management team to do to save youth all this banking sector is to pump money and do checks and balance to restore the banks. Nanado Fo said the best thing to do is to collapse the banks with 25 billion Ghana cedis. And I land here, Bessia. You can't wait here. 3. What would you loan be brave? You catch us a loan now, would you know? Fire investment. President Nanado and Baumia, man fa loan, man fa investment. Capital investment. So your friend be revenue bond. Bond now, use the bond for a project so that the project will pay for itself. Yeah. And then I'm telling you on authority, Bisa.
So Oma Fanya Diana will be beyond the until
Oma Fanya or the Bibia about reflecting in our income, about reflecting Fitch 4 and downgrading and CC2. That me by me catch us the list of that grade in year 9. Tisana equal SS, GSS and SS, A, B, C, D, and 1 to 9. Son of the entity. We do 9 per fairy. Say I do 8.
Hey,
yes. Now do to me buy a Muhammad, they are to B plus. What about time young cost to 8? Who say young born say more because we bore mine. Fitch for downgrading to a man because investors in who said no, we are becoming a default country. Country yen to mean triaka. And to want to find investment to her. Then let me draw my resources from here. Because Nanado, with Jessica, you see fire in capital projects. Send a bear returns no, a bet me Triane Hoka, a trouble, a Triane Hoka. Airport, Terminal 3, a Triane Hoka. KJT Market, a Triane Hoka. Sugar factory, and can say, Omu ya, when you man tema, and can be Triane Hoka. Yes, 6 years. Why do you have to wait 6 years? Machine class America, baby, as I say. 6 years. Oh, now I will disagree with you. Say governance no. Yeah, running of machine. You're afraid of running test running. A machine wejuma. So we did that test running every. And then yes also fund from Exim Bank, India. Say we give that money to the outgrowers. Outgrowers near to feed the factory. Says Sikano, a landia when we lost election. So we don't have power to disburse it. Yes. Check from them. India, I'm mentioning a reputable organization. Yeah, about $55 million to give to the outgrowers. Sikani buy and Kesa this Sikanama outgrowers to grow more sugar to feed the factory. No? Political vindictiveness, Oma hold on. Up to date. The country is collapsing. The company is collapsing. And no nema dollar ni cedi na do baby aye do. And you bia ni ye. E na nado ne management team no omani ye. And na 3. Then a majority MPs no call parliament ko kan say finance minister resign. On them respond way from their own MPs. Or see Nanado in their respond to them on say Ken Ofori-Atta is a financier for his campaign when he was in opposition. So meaning that Nanado is using Ken Ofori-Atta to make money from the poor Ghanaians. Me more example, more amutie me. Niema Nanado to me use Ken Ofori-Atta make sika e de boa ne ho na ama yen dom bebrebe ne ye bra ni say. Or the data bank.
Sasem we Nanado wo kan ye. Esansa me ma to challenge ama honorable you hasem wo ka kire me say Nanado ankasa hasem.
One can't hear me.
The politics na mode.
What MPP ni neka? MPP ni neka. Oh, now was on into. Yen you know ade no TV so they said Nanado said Ken Ofori-Atta is a financier.
Ono na boa ne campaign no ne ade.
Yes.
Me hu ye.
Oh yeah.
But to challenge.
Oh, but no. Oh, na MPP ni betra han tonjin tum. Oji tum o kofi a e be punish no. Yes. I'm not punishing say you are not a good communicator. So they can have every right to that. Nanado, say data bank asema making. Oh, use data bank di make sika no. And then we share data bank nko sika Nanado e use data bank enya no a. And they release sika no e go economy mu a the dollar will stabilize. Yes, because what the $13 billion. And then Ken Ofori-Atta data bank no kwa na ekita 9% interest commission. To calculating 9.something% on 13 billion. Ken Ofori-Atta bank alone is holding on to $1.3 billion. Aden. But pay IMF 3 billion. IMF 3 billion and Nanado you are rely on hoping say a bad economy will stabilize. No. They don't release their money at a go. 3 billion na mo hwehwe no. They don't release it at go. They release it year by year. Tiako IMF 2015 NDC. Yeah. 2016, 2017, 2015, 2016, 2017. Yeah. Nti omo ma $900 million. Yan 600 million. That's 2014, 2015, 2016. To 2017, $300 million they drop into MPP accounts. Yes. IMF for Musika no more bulk. Say, oh, 3 billion the amount. They will make sure what they use the money for. Niaudi, oh yeah, Niaudi be yombe check you 1 year, be $1 billion. The next year, 1 billion. The following year, 1 billion. Timombisa Nanado say, ya call COVID no. Sika ben dollars ben and isanka. Na see the name to me stabilize. Na IMF dey na be stabilizing. Cause ya call IMF COVID no. World Bank ni IMF omo release scan at a go. Yes. I need your money in trenches. Yeah. But no point to me stabilize the economy. Na nieba in trenches for 3 years. And the best stabilizing. No. It is because their own deed. Nyama foundations and another layer. Na nya papa. Corruption and more ding. Mekawa last time said, if you calculate 2017 to 2021 another atra bemwa 50.2 billion Ghana cedis into private pockets. This is a mine. That's a sika to say 50.2 billion into private sector. How can you run this economy? So the masses are suffering, but the few are enjoying the goodies of this country. Bisa said 50.2 billion Ghana cedis now according to corruption. One na agent courts. Attorney General, which we have for MPP ni back say Auditor General report here, I indict you of corruption. So go and stand before the trial. No! Because it's family and fair affair.
That's saying this in Jobia Yamosa until no.
There be Auditor General report, sir. Omudi Bebriako General Court. Yes, so I can say, even another court, the Kokasa or lawyers program be 2020 election. Or say I put before court NDC 17 people. And they catch and say,
I'm not consistent.
Say, yeah, and we are trying. You say who person fighting corruption, not to put your opponent in court, but put your own government. Into the Muhammad, they all fighting corruption. Some of his officers, National Health Insurance Director, no, or Kofisi Court, Nyoma Jelly, no. Who say Jelly, NDC ni?
Yes, what this guy?
What this guy? Very finity. Now, Muhammad Ankasa putting it before court to show that I am fighting corruption, to serve as a deterrent to other people in his government. But I know Auditor General report in 2016 said NDC corrupt Wenu. There is 700 million Ghana cedis. Because of he tried to try some of his corrupt officials. So it put some fear over NDC form. But he said Nanado, they are a free bone too. He is the leader of the corruption, you know. Now the corruption Wenu are raising from 700 million to 17.4 billion Ghana cedis. And nobody is talking. No religious leaders is talking. No Ghana Bar Association is talking because they are comfortable with these corrupting agencies. We are in this problem, or see, we are all in this problem. We are not all in this problem. They are rich. They have the money. So Nanado Beka Ghana for say we are all in this problem, and he should tell Kenoforiata say, Sikana Oko G 1.3 billion, so what G loan a Ghana. Which Bank of Ghana can do the same? No, he should return the money back. The Deputy Finance Minister, your friend, the company, your friend, Black Star Line. Black Star Line. Black Star Line, no, kita 0 share. You can't 0 share. Say when you sikebi, oh, make it 100 million, they starting me juma. No, kita sikebi ya. I know they establishing Black Star Line. But within that shortest 2017 up to date, Black Star Line, who is the Deputy Minister of Finance, can boast of $2.9 billion in his account. Musi yenye din because of economic crisis. Economic crisis being favored by. We are inflicted this economic crisis in this country. This government, one more muti abemo mubu mine sesiano. One na dio highway abeto yanso. Ene ye dipini, ene ye sun, ene ye diareho. Adi chibia ye peja niyamu ya katwa ni ye ntum. Country food inflation is over 130%. Can you survive? Food inflation 130%.
It is a son one hour. When this is for man can buy them, one country.
I know that they be a bar. na mama record me kasa na I give record nia wa ye bi da no mo na mo bu sa bani san nia wa ye bi da na ere
any piano mo to so
we have a record to show. We have governed before.
So enya mo no de enu atwam.
So we can yes.
Crisis here you.
I can say crisis no. Baby ananado ediensi we so can be akosi 2008. We so can be sir. So they will stabilize the restructure 2000. Because 4 years ago no Oma say no. Laying foundation and not just one day wonder. And no na Mahama shall restructuring the economy. Mahama shall see. Mamifa tuabo gas mra. Mamifa sugar factory mra. Mamifa task factory mra. Mamifa shoe. Or ye shoe ni say shoe factory now osi wo Kumasi no. All the security agencies in Ghana should be buying their shoe from there. You catch all the millions of dollars on the to shoe. You will shock. Into the Mahama establishing shoe factory. That is the structure to go, the way forward. It is in another buy no tria soa. And not in a restricted rice importation. And not in a massacre to pharmaceutical companies say stop importing medicine outside because it put pressure on the city. But they did not continue the measures now. J.M. Dramani, the wisdom man, the two honor. If they had continued that process, $1 will be very stronger.
And when you're calling, you know, be how about your obedience.
Debbie, say wait there, yes, and to us, near me part of the man cast on bed to our trouble gas so on way. But they should also do, rice factory, beer rice farms. Until you cutting rice importation by
nobody, you know, 1D1F.
And so 1D1F, no, just Monjaika.
See,
yeah, that be 1D1F in Nibedia. Oh, the Uko 2016 one budget in your draw yena. One will say they have identified all the constituency, the resources, which they will implement it by themselves. By 2 years after, now they realized that that promise was failing. No? Then they quickly relied on the private sector. Ever pure, but 50,000 Ghana cedis. Mbabe bia no amount. It has no impact. The factory has no impact. It's not real. If it is real, they could have told us by now. I'm expecting NMPP communicator next time you share. On country and say sugar, yakati 30%, rice, yakati 20%, oil production in Ghana, yakati 10%, oil, and that's poultry, frozen chicken, yakati 20%. Because what we so-called one district, one factory, no, it's not real, it is a zan, and you know, but Oma Felintino, for Ghanaians not to laugh at them, they quickly divert everything. Say, my uncle did private company, your mom 100,000 Ghana cedis, they are baby piano because it has no impact. Other than one company, I repeat, Munya's analysis, the media, I am throwing this challenge to you. One company has an impact over $300 million, and another 120 company cannot boast of $1 million. MPP no be me to the challenge bill say Mahama company back can have impact over $300 million today. They should tell me all the another company no campo more sikahi and omunya fisa company the government of Ghana.
Oh dear, now can no chese no ye to bogas now.
A trouble gas back pen American, just one company. Yet to me boast of over $300 million. And yeah, trouble gas and then a year experience and can government going to me yesika import to gas and feed and power. Because it's $1 now some Bank of Ghana. $1 no asa. It is a private sector for them try to raise their own money to import. Bank of Ghana Kasadi quarterly report. Your friend be 3-month reserves. They say about 2 weeks reserve. The dollar is depleted. And until now, one more try to import what is the crude oil in Ghana is solely by the private sector now. Until they are not in charge of the prices. Yes, because every month in piano, as I said, Bank of Ghana vomited $400 million to import oil into this country. And then I won't be at all. Now, $400 million now would cry petrol ni diesel ba o oh okay se sia no ma bie to ma biem nti se sia no ye be cry $200 million of oil into the country to protect the cedi and dollar no is all about say dollar no se sia asan o man mo e de na do dollar bebrebe a ye de ma wo fiti hypocrite COVID-19 time mo abesi $1 dollars ni wahi mo chesika no Omache because who can also men can ntina me can say yen your record your record ni say 8 years in government ye di 10 Ghana cedis driver for amutie mi adwade for amutie mi say our accuse mo say mo na mama profiteering how can they tell those to the market women? I'm telling you the market women are suffering no. They are dying out of BP. People are not even buying. But I conclude the year. Okay.
I have 4 HYTV so young morning and I was so ebuso that we ni etiemu ye hwe social media platforms and so obenya bi na wahwe ho ba bia wonnam bia wonya bo HYTV black letters obenya bi na wahwe ho na pay dwumako waso yasen aye ET Estate and Construction Limited was wo de edansie de wo dada obehwe no waboa wo na wanya baabi ade wuti ato wo pasase langas sembia ha eno ada langas fo yakobo obi to wo no na sase so bo ese nyina wo do ho bedan ya yitifo on de enya ade a obi ekokun afirate asefo yi so ye behwe na waboa wo na wanya wasase ne wanya wo dansie edan no na wo si no akodum pempenso bi na wo si kan sakrampa wo sefre obeba behwe no waya wo moa na wonso wanya baabi ade wuti ato text message no WhatsApp line nso betumi ade text message nso afa so ade abane akenkan ade amawo 0246744588 Honorable Louis Agbodu na ono ewa hase no ye communication officer ade ma awutu senya East constituency NDC amanyekuo na anopai wa hase na ye no atwetwe nkomo afa kwasi ada no Ghana mampanyini obegina simpie so ensama woka ye no eno ene ebisa Honorable say na so ensamo no ye wi baka nse ho rada wom anasa eto asoma wom ena wom nso NDC fo no mo ya amanyekuo no say ye wom a nka ba bi o man ya duri crisis ya nyina yesu ye de ne nkomo beye eno ene ebisa Honorable ewo hasei no Honorable Yentwaso.
Nitiaso.
Tesi an me pesa wo kan di mi ko sese. Endi samayoko. Sese ne ma pasa yi na mo hyehye amode bre wo man na metwen.
Che.
Mo shedan kan sese ya mo shedan kan san bia kire se ye ni da mo so. Eno no ye te.
Let me say Makam bia you people refuse to listen.
And ye kana mentie ye.
Me see. I repeat, those who are listening to me, I repeat. We have been there before.
Honorable Mr. Wamin cut up text message back way from. We say African Eric or no our Kaswa Adam Nana and also Nanado and his economy management team are just clueless and incompetent. They should just resign. It's as simple as that. We don't want to make noise anymore. Since he is allergic to noise making, we want John Mahama back to restore macroeconomic stability and growth. Oh, okay. God bless the NDC man in your studio.
Thank you, Eric. And then my friend Mahama, Prophet John Dramani Mahama.
Hey.
That is a new name.
Hey.
Yes.
Mahama
is a prophet. Prophet.
Producer, where do you quote man quote Fatu
me see John Dramani Mahama. His new name is Prophet John Dramani Mahama.
Well, if you want to know your communication officer.
Yes, a new name. But maybe say I don't know to the prophet. Oshankom Bebre. 2016, real lose election. Or can I say, Ghana for posterity will judge you people. And I'm telling you, if you go on the street, sample views and see. Posterity has judged all Ghanaians. 2. Okache about me say, unimo wa hwena na wodie ye yusu na ebe dampo. And ma drama
asami modu pa o.
Yes, 2016 campaign. Mahama Konof ko kachire no for say. Hwe, some people they don't respect the Northerners and the Ewe and other tribe. Wodi o machi no. No dump you. And then Bawumia can answer enough. Also, he has been used for dirty work in MPP and dumped. Is Muhammad not a prophet?
I
want to hear. Me someone another respond to you. Oko cancer or no, and Addison. Then lead the leader of court petition 2012. Also, oh, even I, who is a lead counsel for Nanado in 2012 court petition, was dumped. What about you, Bawumia, who just stood in the box and say, me and I were not there? Addison's respond to Bawumia's statement. Say he has been dumped. Into the fact is that Mahama a prophet or shining come. Until senka Bawumia baya no kwafo anka so fa be sin anope koma Mahama say.
Jure.
Nia wo kan no. Me nua bema. Magiatum. Enu pepepe na mde yeme. 3. Okachi omo say, mo manu mu bubida o. Mo kasa ye. And are incompetent and are incompetent. Catch Bawumia, you've not ruled a country before. You don't know what it takes to rule a country. Today Bawumia is so shut up on economic issues because Mahama and Mills was able to raise dollar 8 years. They be a scar. Now me they told me who said I have a good, competent management team. Can anybody tell me NDC management community that joke statement? Today, what are the competent management economic team? They have failed. They have to resign immediate effect. Because Sunday statements now can another year. Because so dissolve the management economic management team. No one can resign. Because obi the dollar 370 pesos. Nanado described that man as incompetent.
4 cedi.
Debbie, tell no man that statement and do 4 cedi. And do 4 cedi. Tell me you 2 about we no. Yeah, hand over 7 January 2017 and they could do 4 cities. 2016 year campaign is 370 pesos. Nanado go on the political platform say $1, 3 cities, 70 pesos. Ye pesa mamwe o ma ye bread do. And then dollar aye 14 to 16 Ghana cedis. Nanado, will you describe yourself as incompetent or useless? So this government is complete useless government. I will always stand by that word because obi the dollar jina 4 cedis 20 pesos. Who say onu de wa mbobra? Oni mamamwo. Now Bawumia dear, you have worked in Bank of Ghana before. You know the resources are there. We are not going to borrow money. Today we will borrow money over 400 billion. And then food inflation 122%. Yenti bida 30 years ago. And then Nanado ne Bawumia dia 30 years ago. So unima. Ana 30 years ago. All their records. Unemployment, and then Nanado has created unemployment than any government in history. Unemployment. Statistics now. Statistical department after the census report. 19.something% unemployed. You have moved Mahama unemployment from 6.5% to 19.5% statistical service. You have moved Mahama inflation from 15%. We thought you are competent people, you are knowledgeable people, you can use from 15 maybe to 10%. But you rather move us to 45%, which is ongoing. Your fool said debt to GDP 56. You are competent because Bawumia told Ghanaians that he has worked in Bank of Ghana, they are not going to borrow. You are going to reduce debt to GDP 56% to maybe 40%. Today, debt to GDP by IMF or World Bank 104%. Today, everything has gone wayward. Depreciation, worst off. And I'm saying fuel, yen 8 years, yen 10 Ghana driver for adwadefo say scam mamu a man bua eye NDC enya MPP enne bebre no say oh ye nyina ye pe anya no kre mo amutie mi anope enya no kre o we are more better, we are more competent, we are good managers than this current government because and now 6 years in Mayo on the 90 Ghana and our 2 petrols so 6 years in Mayo ye the 8 years 10 Ghana for someone TB that man hamo ni mamambo Mercy Mahama ye tamfo Ghana from Kufuor time 3 cedis 90 pesos to 14 cedis in 2016 8 years until the 10 Ghana 10 cedis and then 6 years in Mayo 90 Ghana. How can you draw that conclusion? Say, oh, you know, ye pepe. Share Kufuor by 2000. Me mamu record. Till Nana do ondu baby ayo. Kufuor increasing fuel by 950%. 950%. Nti say Nana do so be follow Kufuor no e twa no ho a. One share fuel dey be turn 250 Ghana before Nana do leaves power. And ho na mbo hu say yes. 4 more for Nana is 4 more to kill more. It is said 2024 ever. Now some man to amban sisa Nanado. Now mususu say oh economic crisis in Nibabia. High economic crisis in Nibabia. High COVID the buy high dollars a yenya ekura bro anyansa adwini tiase. Dollars yenya be bree. Ah, oko ya account finance minister akoya account. O say 12 billion pen spend here.
Ona bobre na ya business ya na ka kire tiefo.
Me ka kire tiefo.
NDC aban say na mo de mo baye.
Enu na maka can repeat say. A free big economic structure. The structure no, we began it under Mahama. That is why yes stabilizes dollar no. Na ye ma petrol price e gina na e gina. Nti na make catch say yen ya mambo no ye giade ba kundi. Dollar to CD SA. O price of everything.
SA.
Because 120 billion na Mahama de jaya na nya say akobo busu physical cash of 120 billion. Say dollar need depreciate people can cost. Nti samre MPP for $1 every depreciating. One share the Fitch rating the next time will be default F. Edu why collapse. Tina IMF say my warning say 2022 will be a tougher country in this country. So won't you? Yes. Because if you look at the foundations of Nanado, everything is broken. No foundations now. It's just theory to the people. And I say. Some of the dollar problem, no can make Nanado, any economic management team. Mami can share. Sometimes your own utterances is a disaster. In a financial market, say no can say sikam pededenu. In a financial market, we don't go ahead of the investors. Nyo pa chira no. Biana omonti ase papa. But they are rather going ahead of the investors. When you set 5-member committee to restructure internal Sika Majia, you have go ahead of the investors. Meaning that haircut no more can also be cut no. Ayampa. And to say a haircut, President be a haircut and a Bank of Ghana be a haircut there. Then I, as a private man, I'm not going to buy security. You can't security here. You can talk government bonds to make profit. No. Because somebody can set a 5-member committee to review what they are going to for one matter bond. So people are going to, the investors are going to buy dollars and keep it and make profits. If they don't know, this is a free advice to MPP economic management team. Be smart enough. Your utterances is the cause of this problem. Another factor. Say, Ukako head cut. Finance Minister Baya, president doesn't mean that there should be a haircut, but it will not affect your principal. Oh, so it will affect my interests. If I invested 100,000 Ghana cedis for 3 years ago, and I have to have interest of 40%, just so mommy 140,000 Ghana cedis. No, you 40,000 no offer. No, mommy, only 100,000 no. It's not haircut. 100,000 no, 3 years ago, cement bag 30 Ghana. And a cement bag 80 Ghana. You have destroyed my income. Into their own utterances, if they don't know, economic management team, within last 2 weeks, within 1 week, dollar cost 4 cedis. So I follow her. 2 weeks ago, dollar na na 11 before ebe hu na do 15
14 you 15
do 15 about 14 I do 15 oh I am check it that be am online
someone bag go say 80 cedi
yes
80 cedi
oh you are not following the facts how much is it
70 cedi
that be is 80 cedis currently as I'm speaking to you
and yeah
check the price list on the cement way no check it me do fiama check it me WhatsApp me twa na me dey asane o wo ma ho tie me wo nim so me ntwantro 80 enti no se mo pese these difficulties we ye be free mu a hwe Mahama is the wisest president despite onya light of problem doom so Mahama nya ye na onyo no create you and then MPP is creating the same doom so you what nim say 6 years ago up to now almost creating 1 megawatts almost creating 1 megawatts you they'll be in power for 8 years no megawatts and they will go but at the Chibia will be the electrification project in Kofi at the Chibia people are extending electrical projects so you have to give more megawatts but almost you after 8 years they'll go back and the problem will come back and say oh, Mahama created it Mahama no one created doom so but the MPP created the doom so when Kufuor was in power Oman to me anya hwe amfa ho nkoto toy machines me mama record you fufo na aba no bebre na gin tro na MPP fo twatum onkoto toy machine ewi echi no ana mo kwa koso mo the pastors ko bom paye se na na pastors ko bom paye o Galamsey site how can pastors go and pray at Galamsey site
won mo so ma ko bom paye o
na ye hu mo so mo ka halaba baba o se
ko hwe bebi edu no
njoma bom paye
oh, send me a so for the Onyako baby and the so bumpire.
Oh, see, God claim your land. God, you are claiming our land. It's not prayer. Unless they should come and tell us what a prayer is. So, pastors in this country, be honest today, speak to authority.
Yo, yate.
Achim hini, what's a classic for? Yan classic for. If you say yan festival, I'm the GMPC oil a share we account to. Who ye be, ye be. I have Bianca Ebe. Mutu Obama JM 2024. Neyako.
Ona buchi obi ne yanko na
michia masanchia mitiefo Mr. Tete ni Madam Fuforman Honorable Dana Tete
okay
na mitiefo nyina mutie mi no
okay
michia mo na bompa is enye dwumade 2024 we have to recapture this power from this incompetent and useless government
yate
and yes sir most of us will die
yate
because I heard him thank you
for Honorable Louis Agbodo and Yanyano Hanono, a communication officer at the Ma Wutusanya East constituency, NDC, Amayoko, and a Penya, and once some catcher said, send this in Kwabaha, Nan people in Kwabaha, Nasa Yanya will be a moment, one, Nyaya Kosho, you, Yamia the Mochina, Yaberre, near Bakosho has said, Mediana, a yet raw say, Nayana Mentanya,
Ubiama Mina.
Okay.
Cement or Joseph Cement Depot 02444 79 460.
What's the price?
I see what friend maybe say the price never to get you because the price is 80 something cedis.
Yes. Abugapeli. Okay.
Abugapeli. Mahama na dey try no and ejeli no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Abugapeli, a friend Abugapeli, Youth Employment Authority. That Mahama man is called the koyem kwasi ade no. Na don't set example to say Mahama. Say Crawford real Ghana sika. Who say you are enjoying that corrupt attitude until you are quiet. Say you are all in the car. We are not in the car with you.
Yeah, that must just morning and on a pay day ever so mono. Not just a PMC or what not just a tablet. Any producer Emmanuel. One of boy children said Robert so Kinsley into a camera nechi so be me at the amine. And a morning short evening na michia obia. Ye mama birthday any enuanum table so I celebrate birthday no. Enti wacha dia no aya na dia ba. HYK talent show no so egu so so ye wo Winneba any dom na simple ho ye audition no. Enti wo ba eben ben ha say ya ye wo kalabule star ye ni won ene di nche pepepe obetumi agbapini ye na forms no so onye obenya bi e de ama wo ba wo hu sakola no talent bi e woni mu a e wo se ogbo anan na weduru ase ni ye hwe ni e pa e ho ntoma e de emma no anopa mi chia me senior producer Wonder One kofa ba e de ma mantle of favor anopa nyame adom enka wo ho odifo wo wi a na ene eja ye sore so e de akwadia ne enkram kra ne akwanyina no ye de betoa so e de amam e wo HYTV so ye wo ne amapa e de mamu na nefo adazo atwa rambo ba ko pe tablet nso se wo chia ne wife part woni wonua no pa mu nyina nya me asomdwe enka obia yakra mo bye bye. PM our YT Estate and Construction Limited. Next say ahase no ensase no ehu dwo ensase asembie ne ho ensase a wosiso a wobehu sadaso he eno ene ye kanfo ade amaw baabi a eho dwo ene de ye baaye no ye pese ye de ensase no ho nsam kakra atutu dwam ade maw na wo hu baabi a wobenya asase ase wodan a eho de afumdwem ebabuaw ene wo ma ene wo busua ene de ye ba hase dia na kire say YT Estate for no omo nsase no ebi ewo Chopoli Airport City eho no eye site a eno eben affordable houses no ye sisi ye no ye ntumi enka baabi pro na ye si no na emom baabi a wo no ewo Chopoli Airport City eho no eye site A ebi wo ho Chopoli Airport City site B ebi wo ho na sa wonko baabi na sa ebi a wonim se ebi eho de asase we se de ho nyu a da bi na ne na nya YT Real Estate eho de nsase no ho dwo eho eda fo mankasa omo nsase no bi san so ewo Shy Hills ya kira na kese baabi a Ghana mampani dada John Dramani Mahama wo sisi na affordable houses no amu wo mu nchai pe obi anu wo nko se wo si dan na wie na wo pesa wo ton wo hu ma ombeboa no aton dan ne de amount baabi a wo biara a wonim sa hasa die asase wo hasa ne ho dwo no wo ofra ma homa shofo ne so a ombeboa pini se wo se omo beye emoa ade mawo na asase ne beka won sa ombeba beye ni nyina ade amawo na asase no aba beka won sa na kese wo screen na sia omo numbers no e na etwaguo e wa ase no enti wo frɛ pɛ Chopoli Airport City hefa na wo eho around na baabi a wo mpo eho wampo a wo mbebo apinu na mo ba beti mo de so no so e de amawo enti yesi YT Real Estate and Construction Limited eho ane ebewu e de ada oh we shi yeda wase se wo hu ahwefo ye ka kire mo say YT Estate and Construction Limited ye ni ye mfeki yene ya yade na ma wa project ni ade ma wo mu say yade wa konsase no to ya ko chire baabi ansase ni na deda wo ko wi hu ye se ne tie no mo mu say eye kama ye wie ye no se ne ye pese ye ma mu hu say onye se nsam na ye ka ne kekentu no yade ya ba your office ni a wo nya du pampam junction dia na che say wo be hu YT Estate and Construction Limited anunti na le father zuwa atwa Rambo Ambassador 1
it will be just you and I. Just you and I. I'm dreaming about that day. It will be just you and I. Just you and I. I'm wishing, baby, just you and I. Wishing taking over the world, baby, just you and I. You and I. Oh, you know, angel of mine. Was a woman, so now my man drive me up to know. Biara what that was a woman, hey. So now my man drive me up to know. So what would you die? To know. So what would not dance?